Namaste Vidya, I'm Devi Dr. Sunil Shekhawat, Department of Sai Chikitsa, Faculty of Ayurvedic Sciences, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. Today we will discuss on the pathophysiology of rheumatoid arthritis. That what is the pathophysiology of rheumatoid arthritis? RA primarily starts as a state of persistent cellular activation leading to autoimmunity and immune complexes in joint and other organs where it manifests. The clinical manifestation of disease are primarily inflammation of the synovial membrane and joint damage, and the fibroblasts like sinusoids play a key role in the pathogenic process. Three phases of progression of RA are an initiation phase due to non-specific inflammation and amplification phases due to T cell activation and chronic inflammatory phase with tissue injury resulting from the cytokine interleukin 1 or tumor necrotin factor alpha and interleukin 6. Non-specific inflammation factors allowing an abnormal immune. Other environmental and hormonal factors may explain higher risk for women, including onset after childbirth and hormonal medications. A possibility for increased susceptibility is that negative feedback mechanism, which normally maintain tolerance, are overtaken by positive feedback mechanism of certain antigens such as immunoglobulin G and Fc bound by rheumatoid factor and citrulline fibrinogen bound by antibodies to citrullinated peptides, anti-citrullinated protein antibody. A debate on the relative role of B cell produced immune complexes and T cell product in inflammation in RA has continued for 30 years. But neither cell is necessary at the site of inflammation. Only autoantibody to immunoglobulin Fc known as rheumatoid factor and ACPA, with ACPA having 80% specificity for diagnosis RA. As with other autoimmune diseases, people with RA have abnormally glycosylated antibodies, which are believed to promote joint inflammation. Amplification in the synovium. Once the generalized abnormal immune response has become established, which may take several years before any symptoms occur, plasma cells derived from B lymphocytes produce rheumatoid factor and ACPA of the IgG and IgM classes in large quantities. These activate macrophages through Fc receptor and complement binding, which is part of the intense inflammation in RA. Binding of an autoreactive antibody to the Fc receptor is mediated through the antibodies and glycan, which are altered to promote inflammation in people with RA. This contributes to local inflammation in the joint, specifically the synovium, which edema, vasodilation, and entry of activated T cell, mainly CD4, in microscopically. Nodular aggregates and CD8 in microscopically diffuse infiltrate. Synovial macrophages and dendritic cells function as antigen-presenting cell by expressing MHC class second molecule, which establishes the immune reaction in the tissue. For chronic inflammation, the disease progresses by forming granulation tissue at the Age of the synovium lining. Penis with extensive angiogenesis and enzyme causing tissue damage. The fibroblasts-like synovitis have a prominent role in these pathogenic processes. The synovium thickness, cartilage, and underlying bone cartilages are the and the joint deteriorate with raised calproti- calprotectin level, serving as a biomarker to the event. Cytokines and chemokines attract and accumulate immune cells, that is activated T and B monocytes, macrophages, for activated fibroblast-like sinusoids in the joint space by signaling through rank. They eventually trigger osteoclast production, which degrade bone tissue. The fibroblasts-like sinusoids that are present in the synovium during RA display altered phenotype compared to the cell present in normal tissue. Now we will talk about the management of the disease. Now we will talk about the management of the disease. There is no cure for RA, but treatment can improve symptoms and slow the progress of the disease. Disease modifying treatment has the best result when it is started early and aggressively. The result of a recent systematic review found that combination therapy with tumor necrosis factor and non-TNF biologics plus methotrexate results resulted in improved disease control. Disease activity score defined remission and functional capacity compared with a single treatment of either methotrexate or a biologic alone. The goal of treatment are to minimize symptoms such as pain and swelling, to prevent bone deformity, for example bone erosion visible in X-ray, and to maintain day-to-day functioning. The primarily address with disease-modifying anti-rheumatic drugs DMARDs, dose, physical activity, analgesic, and physical therapy may be used to help manage pain. RA should generally be treated with at least one specific anti-rheumatic medication. The use of benzodiazepine, such as diazepam, to treat the pain is not recommended as it doesn't appear to help and is associated with risk. Lifestyle. Regular exercise is recommended as both safe and useful to maintain muscle strength and overall physical function. Physical activity is beneficial for people with rheumatic arthritis who experience fatigue. Although there was little to no evidence to suggest that exercise may have an impact on physical function in the long term, a study found that carefully closed exercise has shown significant improvement in patients with RA. Moderate effects have been found for aerobic exercises and resistance training on cardiovascular fitness and muscle strength in RA. Furthermore, physical activity had no detrimental side effect like increased disease activity in any exercise dimension. It is uncertain if eating or avoiding specific food or other specific dietary measures help improve symptoms. Occupational therapy has a positive role. to play in improving functional ability in people with rheumatoid arthritis. Weak evidence support the use of wax bath thermotherapy to treat arthritis in the hand. Educational approaches that inform people about tools and strategies available to help them cope with rheumatoid arthritis may improve a person's psychological status and level of depression in the shorter term. The use of extra depth shoes and molded insoles may reduce pain during weight-bearing activities such as walking. Insole may also prevent to the progression of bunions. Disease-modified agents DMARDs are the primary treatment for RA. They are a diverse collection of drugs grouped by use and convention. They have been found to improve symptoms, decrease joint damage, and improve overall functionality. DMARDs should be started early in the disease as they result in disease remission in approximately half of people and improve outcome overall. The following drugs are considered as methotrexate, hydroxychloroquine, sulfasalazine, leflunomide, tumor necrosis factor, and, and, and monoclonal antibodies, and are also DMARDs. Use of tocilizumab to associated with the risk of increased cholesterol level. Hydroxychloroquine, apart from its low toxicity profile, is considered effective in the moderate RA treatment. The most commonly used agent is methotrexate, with other frequently used agents including sulfasalazine and leflunomide. Leflunomide is effective when used from 6 to 12 months, with similar effectiveness to methotrexate. Sodium orothiobalate, gold, or cyclosporine are less commonly used to more common adverse effects. However, cyclosporine was found to effective in the progression of RA. Anti-inflammatory and analgesic agents. Glucocorticoids can be used in the short term and the lowest dose possible for slow up and while waiting for slow onset drug to take effect. Combination of glucocorticoid and conventional therapy has shown a decrease in rate of erosion of the bone. Steroid may be injected into affected joint during the initial period of RA prior to the use of DMARDs or oral steroids. Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs to relieve pain, like paracetamol, may be used to help relieve the pain symptoms. They don't change the underlying disease. The use of paracetamol may be associated with the risk of developing ulcer. NSAIDs reduce both pain and stiffness in those with RA but don't affect the underlying disease and appear to have no effect on people's long-term disease course and thus are no longer first-line agents. NSAIDs should be used with caution in those with gastrointestinal, cardiovascular, or kidney problems. Use of methotrexate together are NSAID and SAID if adequate monitoring is done. COX-2 inhibitors such as celecoxib and NSAIDs are equally effective. A 2004 Cochrane review found that people preferred NSAIDs over paracetamol. The monomodulator agent topical may be responsible to use in an attempt to reduce pain. Nefupam by mouth and cannabis are not recommended as of 2012 as the risk of appear to be greater than the benefits. Limited Limited evidence suggests the use of weak oral opioids, but the adverse effects may outweigh the benefits. Alternatively, physical therapy has been tested and shown as an effective aid in reducing pain in patients with RA, as most RA is detected early and treated aggressively. Physical therapy plays more of a preventive and compensatory role, aiding in pain management alongside regular rheumatic therapy. Surgery, especially for affected finger, hand, and wrist, synovectomy may be needed to prevent pain or tendon rupture when drug treatment has failed. Severely affected joints may require joint replacement surgery, such as knee replacement. Post-operative physiotherapy is always necessary. Physiotherapy for people with RA, physiotherapy may be used together with medical management. This may include cold and heat application, electronic stimulation, and hydrotherapy. Although medication improves symptoms of RA, muscle function is not regained with disease activity is controlled. Physiotherapy promotes physical activity. In RA, physical activity like exercise in the appropriate doses, frequency, intensity, time, type, volume, progression, and physical activity promotion is effective in improving cardiovascular fitness, muscle strength, and maintaining a long-term activity lifestyle. In the short-term resistance exercise, with or without range of motion exercise, improves self-reported hand function. Alternative medicine. In general, there is not enough evidence to support any complementary health approaches for RA. Dietary supplements. Gamma linolenic acid and omega-6 fatty acid may reduce pain, tenderness, count stiffness, and generally safe. Prognostic factors. Poor prognostic factors include persistent synovitis, early erosive disease, extra-articular finding, positive serum Rf finding, positive serum anti-citrullinated antibody, and family history of RA, poor functional status, socio-economic factors, elevated acute phase response, ESRC reactive protein, and increased clinical severity. Thank you. I hope you all are satisfied with this session. This session is powered by Jyoti Vidyapeeth Digital Version 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. If you feel any kind of problem with this session, please mention it in comment box. I will resolve it